The cheese man, my name is Junie B. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice, I just like B, and that's all. I am in the grade of afternoon kindergarten. Today we got school pictures taken at the place. School pictures is when you wear your bestest dress and you go to the cafeteria and the cheese man is there. He makes you say cheese, only I don't actually know why. Then he takes pictures of you and your mother has to buy them, or else you will get your feelings hurt. School pictures is a racket, I think. I wore my new dress with the dinosaur on the front. A dinosaur, said the cheese man. I smoothed my skirt very lovely. Yes, sir, I said it is a Tyrannosaurus Dorothy. You mean Tyrannosaurus Rex? He said, no, I mean Tyrannosaurus Dorothy. Because Rex is the boy and Dorothy is a girl, I explained. The cheese man stood behind his camera. Say cheese, he said to me. Yeah, only guess what? I don't actually know why I have to say that word because what's the cheese got to do with it? I asked the cheese makes you smile, said the cheese man. I shook my head. Not me, cheese doesn't make me smile, I said, because sometimes I eat a cheese sandwich for lunch. I don't even giggle when I swallow that thing. The cheesy man did a big breath. Could you please just say it? He asked. Yes, sir. I said, I can please just say it. Only don't forget to tell me when you are ready. Because one time my grandpa Frank Miller was taking my picture and he didn't tell me he was ready, and then one of my eyes turned out opened and the other one turned out closed down. I made a face to show him. See my eyes. See how one of them is opened and the other one is. All of a sudden, the cheese man took my picture. My mouth came wide open at him. Hey, how come you did that? How come you took my picture? Because I wasn't even ready yet. The cheese man kept on clicking his ca- camera. Pretty soon he took at the next person in line. Next, he said. I stamped my foot. Yeah, only I wasn't ready, I tell you. And so I needed another turn, I said. Just then my teacher came over and she pulled me away from there. She sat me next to her on a bench. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. Mrs. said, settle down to me. Then me and her watched the rest of the children get their pictures taken. My bestest friend named Lucille went next. She had a blue satin ribbon in her hair. My Nana said this ribbon brings out the blue in my eyes. Out the blue in my brings out the blue in my eyes. She told the cheese man. She opened them real wide. See them? See their color? They are robin's egg blue with just a hint of lavender. The cheeseman sucked in his cheeks. He was getting frustration in him, I think. Could you please just say cheese? He crouched. Lucille smiled real big with all her teeth. Cheese! She sang very loud. Cheese, 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 cheese. Then she kept on singing cheese till the cheeseman said, knock it off. After she was done, Lucille skipped over to me and Mrs. Did you see me? She asked. Did you see how good I said cheese? That's because I'm going to a model when I grow up, so I'll let you know how. She fluffed her fluffy hair. The camera is my friend, she said. Mrs. rolled her eyes way up at the ceiling. I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. After that, it was time for the class picture. The class picture is when old room 9 lines up in two rows. The big kids stand in the back, and the shorty kids stand in the front. I am a shorty kid, only that is nothing to be ashamed of. I stood next to Polly Olympus. He looked very admiring in my dinosaur dress. Dinosaurs bite people's heads off. He said, I did a front. Yeah, only they don't even scare me. Because they no such things as dinosaurs anymore, I told him. So, there's still such things as monsters that can bite your head off, said Polly Lampifer. A monster lives right under your bed, I bet. My big brother says that everybody has a monster under their bed. He poked his finger at me. Even you, Junie B. Jones, he said. I got shivers on my arms. No, I do not either. Polly Allen Puffer said. Yes, you do too, he said. My brother is in 7th grade and he says the monster waits till you're asleep. Then he crawls up next to you and he lies down on your pillow and he practices fitting your head in his mouth. I covered up my ears, but Polly and Puffer talked too louder. I couldn't even prove it. He said, Didn't you ever wake up with a dull spot on your pillow? I thought very hard. Yes, so? So, where do you think it came from? He asked her. It came from the monster under your bed. That's where. It was a monster Drew, Junie B. Jones. I shook my head real fast. No, it was not Polly Ellen Puffer. You stop saying that, and I mean it. He raised up his eyebrows. Well, where did it come from then? You don't drool on your pillow, do you? You are not a baby, aren't you? Are you? He said. No, don't call me that. Don't call me that. I am not a baby, I yelled. Polly Allen Puffer crossed his arms. So where did the drawer come from then? He asked again. I don't know, I said, but my daddy told me there's no such things as monsters. So what? Daddy'd have to say that, said Polly Allen Puffer. That's so you will go to sleep at night and not bother them. He squinted his eyes at me. How do you think daddies and mommies sleep together in the same room anyway? It's so they can protect each other from the monster. Who else? Their heads might get chewed off. Just then I wrinkled up my nose at that terrible thought. Then I hanged out my tongue and I did a sick face. And guess what? The cheese man took the class picture. Just to say right. After school, picture two, we went back to room 9. I put my head down on my table. There's no such things as monsters. There's no such things as monsters. I whispered to just myself because my very own daddy told me that, and he wouldn't even lie to me. Probably. Missy just said for me to sit up in my chair. She passed out work for us to do. It was called printing our letters. Only I didn't actually feel like doing that. I tapped on my bestest friend named Lucille. Guess what, Lucille? There's no such things as monsters. There's really not. And so a monster doesn't even live under my bed, probably, right? Lucille, right? Right? Shh! I'm doing my letter job, she said. Yes, Lucille, I know you are doing your letter job. Only I just wanted to tell you about the monster, because he's not even real, right? Lucille didn't say it right. How come you are not saying right? Lucille, just say it right, okay? Just say monster aren't real and I won't even bother you anymore. All of a sudden, Lucille did the math prep. Now, look what you made me do. Junie B, you made me ruin my big G. I told you not to bother me. She quick grabbed her paper and ran to Mrs. to fix it. I tapped my fingers on my table. Then I turned around and looked behind me. I smiled at a boy named Crybaby William. Guess what, William? There's no such thing as monsters, and so a monster doesn't even live under my bed, probably, right? William, right? Right? William moved his seat away from me. I followed him in my chair. I'm right. Don't you think, William? A monster really doesn't live under my bed, does he? Plus, also, he doesn't put my head in his mouth. William slid his chair away from Moore. I scooted after him. Just say right, okay, William? Just to say there's not a monster under my bed, and I will be on my way. William picked up his chair. He carried it all the way to the middle of the floor. That's how come I had to carry my chair to the middle of the floor, too. I sat down and smiled very sweet. Right, William? I'm right, aren't I? I said, only too bad for me. 'Cause just then I felt the hands on my shoulders. I looked up. It was a message. I did a gulp. Hello, how are you today? I said, kind of nervous. Mrs. zoomed my chair back to my table. It was not fun. I quick picked up my pencil. Guess what? I'm going to do my work now, I said. Plus, also, I'm not even going to talk because I don't actually like anyone in this area. Mrs. tapped her foot at me. Love your shoes, I said real soft. Her foot kept tapping. Only just then a very great thing happened, and it is called the bell rang for end of school. I hurried up out the door. Then me and my other bestest friend named Grace ran to the bus together. Grace, guess what? There's no such thing as a monster, and so I don't even have one under my bed, probably, right, Grace? Right? That Grace didn't say right. That's how come I grabbed her by her shoulders and I giggled and giggled her because I was fed up with these people. That's why. How come you won't say right? Grace, how come nobody will say right? Because I'm getting at the end of my rope with this thing. That Grace took my hands off of her. I can't stay right because the master really might live under your bed, Junie B, she said. My eyes got big and wide at her. No, Grace, no. Do not say that. Do not say a master might live under my bed because that cannot even be true. Or else I would have spotted that guy by now. No, you wouldn't, she said. My big sister said that monsters can turn themselves invisible when you look at them, and so that's how come nobody ever sees them. That Grace looked serious at me. That makes no sense. Don't you think, Junie, right? Just then, my throat got dry and my stomach got shaky. I looked out the window very upset and I didn't say right. The invisible guy. I ran in my house and hollered for my grandma, Helen Miller. Grandma Miller, Grandma Miller, Helen Miller. I am so glad to be home because today was not a very good day at my school. Grandma Miller was in the kitchen. She was holding my baby brother named Dolly. I jumped up and down in front of her. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. I can't right now, Toots, she said. I've got my hands full with Ole. Oh, yeah, only put him on the floor, I said. 'Cause I need a hug down here, Helen. Grandma Miller leaned down and hugged me. She said, don't call her Helen. Why don't you go change your clothes? She said, then you and I will make some popcorn and you can tell me all about your day. How does that sound? Just then, my whole face got happy. 'Cause popcorn is my most favorite thing in the whole wide world. Hooray! I shouted. Hooray for popcorn! I ran right to my room. Then I took off my shoes and socks, and my feet did the happy dance on the floor. It was called Happy Feet Popcorn Dance. They danced around and around. Also, they jumped on my bed and they sprinted to the floor and they did a giant twirly on my rug. I clapped my hands real joyful. Grandma, hey Grandma, guess what? I am having a good time in here. And so I am not even thinking about the monster under my bed. Just then I did the glow. 'Cause I shouldn't have said that. I think I looked at my bed kind of nervous. What if the monster was under there right this very minute? And what if he was looking at my piggy toes? And what if he wanted to eat them? Oh no, I said, oh no, because piggy toes look just like little weenie sausage, I think. I freezed right where I was standing. Grandma Miller, Grandma Miller, come quick, I need you, I shouted. Grandma Miller flew to my room, then she picked me up and she hugged me real tight. What on earth is the trouble? She asked. She sat down with me on my bed. No, Grandma, no, we can't sit here. I squeezed out of her arms and ran out my door. Here's a monster under my bed, I yelled. I jumped up and down. Run, Helen, run like the wind. Only Grandma Helen Miller didn't run. She just flopped back on my covers and she closed her eyes. No, Junie B, please. We are not going to go through this monster business again, are we? We've talked about monsters before, remember? We decided that there are no such things as monsters. Yes, but I have new information, I said, because the monster under my bed turns himself invisible whenever we look at him. Plus, at night, after my eyes got closed, he climbed next to me and he puts my head in his mouth. Grandma Miller did a big breath. Then she went to the kitchen and she brought back my daddy's flashlight. She shined it under my bed. No, Master Junie B, none. I don't see one single monster under this bed, she said. See? I said. That proves it, Grandma. He turned himself invisible. Grandma Miller shook her head. No, Junie B. The monster did not turn himself invisible. The monster is simply not there. He does not exist. Period. Yes, he does, Grandma. He does to exist. Exit. Exist. Cause Polly and Pepper, Big Brother even said so. Plus, also, I've seen the drool. Grandma Miller said to calm down my voice. She got me a drink of water. Why don't you forget about the monster for now? And we'll go make popcorn. You can talk to your mother about this when she gets home. I bet mother will know exactly what to do. I thought and thought. What, Grandma? What will she do? I asked her. Then all of a sudden a light bulb went on in my head. Hey, I know what she will do. Mother will get the broom and bash the monster's head in because I saw her do that to Roach before, and she's excellent at it. Grandma Miller closed her eyes again. She said, I am a strange one. Spooky and scary. Pretty soon, Mother came home from work. I jumped to her speed kick and handed her the broom. Mother, come on, let's go, get the monster, I hollered. Mother turned her head real slow and she looked at Grandma Miller. Grandma sucked in her cheeks. A monster, she said, kind of quiet. Under the bed, we will be waiting for you to come home so you can bash it head in. I tucked on her sweater. Plus, tell her about the drool, Grandma, I said. But Grandma Miller headed to the door and she said the words, I'm out of here. I pulled on Mother's arm. Come on, Mother, the monster's really real. Cause Polly and Papa told me everybody has a monster under the bed. Plus that Grace said it can turn invisible. And so that is how come we never saw that guy before. Mother sat down at the kitchen table and she lifted me onto her lap. And then she said that Polly and Puffer was just trying to scare me. Plus, that Grace didn't know what she was talking about. There is no monster under your bed. Junie B, I promise you monsters are not real. She said, yes, they are. They are too real. Because Polly and Papa's brother, Puffer's brother, even said so. And he is in 7th grade. And he said, monsters crawl on your bed and they fit your head in their mouth. And so that is where the drool comes from, because I am not even a baby. Just then I heard the front door open. It was my daddy. He was home from work too. Daddy, Daddy, there's a monster under my bed. Only you said monsters aren't real, but they really, really are. I pulled on his arm. Come on, Daddy, let's get him. Daddy looked at monster mother a real long time. Daddy looked at mother a real long time. They went in the hall and did the whispering. Pretty soon, Daddy came back to me. He said we would look for the monster after dinner, first, we would cook some hamburgers on the grill. Oh boy, I said, oh boy, because hamburgers are my most favorite things in the whole wide world. Plus, also, I like pe- pescetti and meatballs. After that, me and Daddy went outside. He got a flipper from the hamburgers. Then he gave me a flipper too, because I am old enough. That's why I ran all over with that thing. I flipped a rock and the flower and a dodgeball pole, plus also I flipped the dead lizard I found in the driveway. Then mother took my flipper away. Cause I am not old enough, that's why. After dinner, I took my bath. Then mother and daddy read me a story and they hugged me a good night. See you in the morning, said mother. See you in the morning, said daddy. I sat up in my bed. Yeah, only I can't even sleep in here, 'cause you guys didn't bash that monster yet. Daddy rubbed his tired eyes. There's no monster, Junie B. There is nothing to be afraid of, he said. Then he kissed me, and he went out of my room, and the mother went with him. I quick got out of bed and followed those two. They turned around and spotted me. Hello, how are you today? I said, very pleasant. I am going to sit in the kitchen and not bother anyone. Plus, also, I might watch Eyewitness News at 10. Mother carried me back to bed. I followed her out again. Want to bake a lemon pie? A lemon pie would be fun, don't you think? I asked her. This time, Mother marched me back to my room real fast. Do not get up again. Get up again, Junie B. She said. Enough is enough. I waited for her feet to walk away. Then I tiptoed to my baby brother's room and I climbed into his crib. It was very crowded in there. That's how come I had to get out and put baby Ole on the floor. Then I climbed in his crib again and I pulled up the blanket all warm and cozy. Only too bad for me. 'Cause just then that baby started to scream. Cry baby baby. Cry baby started to scream. Daddy ran into the room speed. He turned on the light and saw me. I did a glow. Hello, how are you today? Said kind of nervous. I am all warm and cozy. Daddy quick switched me out of there. Then he put baby Ole back in the crib and he took me to my bed again. Okay, this is it. He grouched. This is the last time I want to have to come in here. Do you understand, Missy? Do not get out of this bed one more time. I started to cry a teeny bit. Yeah, only what about the monster? I said, 'cause he's still under my bed, I think. Daddy throwed his hands in the air. Then he turned on my light and he looked for the monster all over the place. First, he looked under my bed, and then he looked in my closet and in my drawers and in my trash can. Plus, also, he looked in my crayon box. No monster, Junie B, he said. No monster anywhere. You are going to have to believe me. Monsters are not real. He sat down on my bed. I'm going to go now, he said. I'm going to leave your door open and I'm going to leave the whole light on. But this is it, okay? You have to trust me, Junie B. There is no monster under your bed. I holded on to his shirt. Yeah, only tuck in my sheets, okay? Tuck them in real tight, or else my feet might hang over the side, and the piggy toes look like little mini sausages. Daddy tucked in my sheets. There, now, good night. Yeah, only get my teddy. Okay, Daddy. Plus, also get my Raggy and name the Root, and my Raggy and name the Larry, and get my stuffed elephant named Philip Junie Bob. Daddy got all those guys for me. He took them in my bed. There, that's it. Now, good night, he said. He walked right out of my room, and he kept on going down the hall. I looked all around in the dark. It was just spooky and scary in there. Philip, Johnny Bob wants a drink of water. I shouted out real loud. I waited and waited. Yeah, only he really needs one. On account of he is having a problem with his trunk. Daddy didn't come. Raggedy, Ruth needs a Kleenex. I yelled next. After that, my voice got quieter. Raggedy Lady wants a cookie, I said, but still Daddy didn't come. My worst night ever. It was my worstest night ever. I didn't sleep any winks. That's because I had to keep my eyes open, or else the monster wouldn't stay invisible. I heard Mother and Daddy go to bed. Good night, everybody. Good night. As me, it's Junie B. Jones. I am still awake in here because I can't even close my eyes or the monster will come. Mother and Daddy didn't yell back. Plus, here's another thing I need to tell you. Don't turn out the hall light. Plus, don't shut my door. Plus, don't shut your door either. Go to sleep, grouched the mother. I smiled very relieved. It is good to hear your voice, I said, kind of quiet. After that, Mother and Daddy got in bed, and they tuned out their light. Daddy started to snore. Oh no, I said. Now he won't even be awake to save me if the monster comes. I pulled the flip Johnny Bob out of my covers. I will save you, he said. I will squirt water in the monster's face. Plus, I will stump him with my giant elephant feet. And so now you can close your eyes and you don't even have to worry about that guy. I looked and looked at him. Yeah, only here's the problem, I said. You are not actually strong because you just have a fluffy in you. Plus, also, you can't really squirt water. And so, what am I kidding? Here, Philip Johnny Bob stared at me a real long time. Then he went back under the cover. All of a sudden, I heard the feet in the hall. It was a monster feet, I think. They kept getting closer and closer to me. Then, pretty soon, they ran right in my room. And guess what? It was my dog, Tickle. That's why. Tickle, Tickle, I'm good, so glad to see you. Because now you can protect me from the monster. And so why didn't I think of this before? I pulled back my covers and patted for him to jump up. Here, Tickle, you can sleep right on my pillow. Because your mother won't even find out about this. Tickle sprinted right up there. He ran all around on my bed. He put his head under my sheets and ran down to my feet. No, Tickle, no, no, you have to come back up here, or else how will you even protect me? I pulled him back up. He put his paws on Raggedy Larry and chewed his red hair. No, Tickle, no, no, I said. Just then Tickle sprang over me and he landed on my elephant named Philip Johnny Bob. He held him by his trunk and shook that guy all around. I saved Philip Johnny Bob just in time. Then I pushed a Tickle off of my bed and he ran out of my room. Philip Johnny Bob was very upset. I patted his trunk. Also, I hooked Raggedy only too bad for me, 'cause just then Raggedy Ruth fell right out of my bed on account of the dumb she's won't talk to in anymore. Me and Raggedy Larry picked over the side at her. Get her, said Raggedy Larry. Yeah, only I can't get her, I said, real upset. Or else the monster will grab my hand and pull me right under the bed. I thought about what to do. Then all of a sudden, I picked up all my friends in my arms. We have to make a run for it, I told them. We have to sleep with the mother and the daddy tonight, 'cause we will be safe with them. Plus, they won't even know we are there probably, because their belly is the size of a king. I stood on the side of my bed. Then I jumped way out to the middle of the floor and I quick picked up ragged Ruth. I ran to Mother and Daddy's room. They were sleeping and snoring. Shh, I said to Raggedy Larry. Shh, I said to Philip Johnny Bob. Then all of us crawled down the middle of their bed and we sneaked under their covers. Only too bad for me, because Mother rolled right over on Philip Johnny Bob's trunk and it waked her right up. She turned on the light. I did a glove. Hello, Howie. Today, me and my friends are sleeping here because we didn't think you'd mind, probably. Mother carried me back to my room, chippity quick. Then she leaned closer to my ear and she talked very scary with her teeth closed. Do not get out of bed one more time, she said. And so guess what? I didn't. Flow, flow. The next day at school, I was pooped and tired. I opened one eye with my fingers and I drew the picture of art. I did not turn out that professional. After that, I holded up my head with my hands and I waited for school to be over. Me and that Grace rode home on the bus together. I yawned and yawned. Damn it, Grace, I wish you never even told me that monsters can turn invisible because now I can't even close my eyes at night. I can't, said Grace. That's because I don't have a monster under my bed anymore. My mom figured out how to get rid of it. My eyes got big and wide. How, Grace? How did she do that? Easy, said that Grace. First, she sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner. Then she put the vacuum cleaner back in the trashy compactor. And she squeezed the monster into a float. So just then I hugged and hugged that girl. 'Cause that was brilliant, of course. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Because I have a vacuum cleaner right in my very own home. And so I can do that too, probably. After I got off of my bus, I zoomed to my house speed fast. Grandma Miller, I know how to get rid of the monster, I hollered. Then I ran to the closet and get Mother's vacuum cleaner, and I pulled that big thing all the way to my room. Grandma Miller came to my door. I told her all about how to get rid of the monster, and guess what? She was a good sport about it. First, she plugged the vacuum cleaner right into my wall. Then she put it under the bed and she sucked the monster right out of there. Hooray, hooray, you got him. You got the monster, Grandma. I yelled, thrilled. Grandma Miller ran with it back to the kitchen and she threw it in the trash can. There, that ought to do the trick, she said, very happy. She said, very happy. I looked and looked at the trash, then I did a teeny frown. Yeah, only here's the problem, Grandma. You didn't actually put the bag in the trash compactor, and that is what turns the monster into a flat so. Grandma Miller smiled. Yes, but this house doesn't have a trash compactor, Junie B, she said. Your monster will just have to stay in the vacuum cleaner bag. My frown got bigger. Yeah, but what if he leaks out, Grandma? Then maybe he might float in the air all the way back to my room, and he will get under my bed again. Grandma Miller tapped on the counter with her fingers, and then her cheeks filled with up with the air, and she let it out real slow. Okay, how about this? What if I take it outside? I'll take the bag outside and I'll push it way down in the big garbage can. And then I'll press the lid down really tight so he can get out. Yeah, but he still won't be a flat soul, I said very willing. Just then Grandma Miller got frustration in her. She grabbed the vacuum cleaner bag and ran outside. Then she put it on the driveway and she got in her car and she backed up over that thing with her tires. Pretty soon she came back in the house. She brushed her hands together. There now, here's your flat soul, she said, kind of growly. After she left, I got on the couch and I stared very nervous at the driveway. 'Cause guess why? A car is not a trash compactor, that's why. Slowly and sniffly. That night, I heard snoring under my bed. Mother said it was my imagination. No, it is not my imagination, I said. I can hear snoring. Plus, also, I hear snories and snuffles and droolies. Mother rolled her eyes way up at the ceiling. Honestly, Junie B, where in the world do you get this stuff? She asked after and that. It just automatically comes in my head, I said. It is a gift, I think. After that, I begged to sleep in her bed, but Mother said no. Then Daddy said no too. You have to trust us, Junie B. He said you would never let anything hurt you. There's nothing in your room to be afraid of. And so that's how come I had to sleep in my own bed for the whole entire night. Plus also I had to sleep there the next night and the next night and the next night after that too. That was the night when the worst thing of all happened because I accidentally slept too much and the monster must have crawled on my bed because in the morning there was a drill on my pillow. I screamed very loud when I felt it. Help! Help! There's a drill! There's a drill! I told you this would happen. I told you the monster would come. I ran in Mother and Daddy's room and showed them my pillow. Mother holded her head. When is this ever going to end? She said. When are you ever going to realize that there are no such a thing as monsters? She did not wait for me to answer. Everyone wonders on their pillows sometimes, she said. It doesn't mean you are a baby. Your mouth just opens when you are sleeping and you drill a little bit. It's no big deal. And it is not from monsters. After that, she went out of her room to the kitchen and Daddy went to get Ollie. I crawled into her bed and counted my piggy toes. Good news, there was 10. That day at kindergarten, Mrs. had a surprise for us. It was cold. Our school pictures were back from the cheese man. She passed them out to us. Lucille got here hers first. My eyes popped out at those things. Lucia, look how gorgeous they are. They are the gorgeousest picture I ever saw, I said. Lucille flopped her fluffy dress. I know it. I know they are gorgeous. That's just how I look, Junie B. I can't even help it. After that, Lucille stood up at the table and she held up her picture for everyone to see. Mrs. said, sit down to her. Just then, Mrs. bended down next to me and she smoothed my hair. Junie B, honey, you might want to have your pictures taken again, she said, kind of quiet. Then she handed me my envelope. Real secret, so nobody could see. I sneaked a peek at those things. My stomach felt sickish inside. I looked like I smelled the stink, I said. I quick tried to hide my pictures, but Lucille grabbed them away from me. Ew, gross, she said. Junie B looks gross. I tried to grab them back. Hey, only these are not even your beeswax, madame, I yelled very mad. Only too bad for me, 'cause lots of other kids already saw them. And they laughed and laughed at those things. Finally, I grabbed the pictures back and I hid them in my coat. I didn't talk to room 9 for the whole rest of the day. Scary face me. After I got home from school, I sat on my bed and I looked at my pictures. I hate these ugly dumb things, I said, very furious. These are the ugliest dumb pictures I ever even saw. I leaned over the edge and holded a picture down there. See this? See this, you stupid monster? This picture is just as scary as you. And so maybe I might put it right under my bed. And it will scare your whole entire pants off. Just then, I sat up very straight. 'Cause that might be a good idea I just thought of. I quick found my scissors. Then I cut my school pictures apart from each other and I shoved them right under my bed. I am not even afraid of you, you dumb monster, because these ugly pictures can bite your head off. Just then I heard mother come home from work. Mother, mother, my pictures came. My pictures came. I howled very thrilled. She hurried up to my room. I pointed under my bed. See them, mother? See my school pictures? I spread them out under there. Mother looked curious at me. She bent down and picked up a picture. Her mouth did a gasp. Oh my, she whispered. I clapped and clapped. I know they are. Oh my. That is why I put them under my bed. Get it, mother? Get it? Now my scary face will be down there all the time, and so that monster lady got scared away a bit. All of a sudden, Mother started to laugh. Then I started to laugh too. Plus, here's another happy thing. 'Cause this morning there was a more drill on my pillow. Only I am not that worried, 'cause it was from like the roof above. Or else maybe it was from Philip Johnny Bar, or maybe it was even from me, but that does not mean I'm a baby. Because everybody drills on their pillow once in a while. My very own mother told me that. My very own mother told me that, and she would not even lie to me. Probably.